people might be wondering, what the heck does Milwaukee have to offer other than a silly name? Milwaukeeans? Just playing. But I have 2 words for you. Frozen custard. Better than you think. Okay, so I'm not trying to drag Milwaukee. I'm simply saying that for some reason, it's just not talked about enough. Which makes me kind of sad because it's the undisputed frozen custard capital of the world, with more custard shops per capita than anywhere else. It popularized frozen custard at the 1933's World Fair, an event comparable to the fictional Stark Expo, but instead of killer robots, they had frozen custard. What's the difference between frozen custard and ice cream? Good question. Well, let's just say it takes a killer combination to make it right. But do you want to know what else makes an amazing combination? Bundling your home and car insurance, obviously. And that's where today's sponsor, Geico, comes in. Sure, like ice cream, car insurance is great by itself. But if you add home insurance, the egg yolks in our flawless analogy, you'll end up with a concoction that's greater than the sum of its parts in every way. Because combining your home and car insurance could save you even more. For bundling made easy, visit geico.com today. And of course, you can head to the description to get a quote and find out how much you could save. I'm just trying to keep you safe, okay? We're just trying to help you out, okay? So with all that said, let's do this, shall we? Okay, so first thing for frozen custard is, well, maybe not putting your face in the pot. Sorry for how I am. What you should actually do is get a medium-sized sauce pot and add 2 1/4 cup or 530 milliliters of heavy cream, 1 cup or 240 milliliters of whole milk, 2/3 of a cup plus 2 tablespoons or 175 grams of granulated sugar, that was a mouthful, and half a teaspoon or 3 grams of kosher salt. Lastly, you're gonna add the beans scraped from 1 vanilla bean pod. Then go ahead and toss the whole pot in too. Why not? We can go fishing for it later. Now toss that there pot onto the stove, set it to medium heat, and stir occasionally until very hot and steamy and the sugar is dissolved, ideally about 175 degrees Fahrenheit or 80 degrees Celsius. No boiling or simmering at any point. If you boil this, not only will I be very angry, but you'll also ruin your ice cream, so you don't want either of those things. Whilst you're heating your milky cream mixture, go ahead and separate out 7 egg yolks in a medium-sized bowl. I like to crack them all into one bowl and then pull the yolks out by hand. It's just a little bit easier this way. It's a West-to-want technique. Now once your milk mixture is at temperature, ladle and whisk in a splash of your hot milk into the egg yolks, whisk until combined, then repeat a couple more times until your egg yolks are nice and hot. Then pour that yolk mixture back into the pot and continue to heat, adjusting it back and forth from medium to low to maintain that 175 while stirring constantly until that mixture thickens and coats the back of a spoon beautifully. About 15 minutes. Now, if it curdles or the egg yolk cooks, you went too dang hot. That's all I gotta say to you. Now strain your mixture through a fine mesh strainer into a bowl and set it over an ice bath. Then just stir until it's completely cold. Now from this point, all you gotta do is churn it in an ice cream maker according to the ice cream maker's directions. Look, I don't like doing the whole freezing the base for 24 hours, so I use an ice cream maker with a compressor. That's not a flex. I'm just saying use any ice cream maker that your budget allows. Now, if you're like me and you prefer frozen custard in a soft serve form, I have a way for you to do it without a $5,000 soft serve machine. Instead of placing your ice cream in the freezer to firm up to scoop, simply take the ice cream straight from your ice cream maker, place it in a piping bag with a star design tip, and pipe it into the cone of your choice. And bang, now you have your own soft serve frozen custard. It's pretty much the same thing. Maybe not exactly, but pretty close. To make your own waffle cone, you're gonna need a waffle cone maker. Sorry about it. Preheat that there waffle cone maker. Now to make your waffle cone batter, start by mixing together 2 egg whites till nice and frothy. Then whisk in a 1/4 cup or 65 grams of heavy cream, 2 teaspoons or 9 grams of vanilla extract, half a cup or 115 grams of granulated sugar. Then while constantly whisking, slowly stream in a 1/4 cup or 56 grams of unsalted melted butter. Once that's all mixed together and emulsified, finally, sift in 2/3 of a cup or 100 grams of all-purpose flour until you decide that sifting it takes too long and it's boring, so just pour it all in. Then whisk it all together until thoroughly combined. You've got a beautiful waffle batter. Now at this point, your waffle iron should be nice and preheated. Go ahead and grease it lightly with some oil. You can use spray, that's easier than this. Then go ahead and toss in a 1/4 cup of your batter and cook it for about 2 minutes, then burn it a couple times because this thing gets hotter than you expect. Whoops. Okay, maybe more like 1 minute. Just keep your eyes on it until it's a lovely golden brown, okay? Maybe I should have gotten a better machine. Pull the waffles out of the hot iron and onto a clean dry towel, then using a cone shaper, which should have been included with your machine, tightly wrap it around the cone while it's still pliable and hold it together until it can hold its own shape. Then just let it cool standing up in a glass until crispy and crunchy. Now all you gotta do is scoop your lovely frozen custard, or pipe it if you wish, then admire its beauty, and don't forget to lick your fingies when you're done. This is a very basic frozen custard. It's just cream, sugar, milk, eggs, vanilla. Wow. Well, first off, let me just say that this is very good. This is not like a typical soft serve, you know. This is the real deal in terms of texture, flavor. It's rich, it's creamy. The one thing I wanted to cover was anybody who bites their ice cream, it's okay if you lip it. Notice how I'm lipping it. I'm not biting it, I'm scooping it with my upper lip. But if you bite your ice cream, what is wrong with you? What are you doing? Frozen custard, similar to ice cream, yet somehow better, maybe? No? I don't know. You need a basic ice cream machine to do this. It doesn't have to be as bougie as mine, but you can have soft serve. Just a piping bag, bro. That is how I want all frozen custard to be at home. Okay, thank you, bye. But do you want to know what else is creamy and delicious? Don't answer that. B-roll.
Alright guys, and that is it. Thanks again to my friends at Geico for sponsoring this video. They're helping me with my culinary journey around the United States, and they want to help you too. Not so much with food, but by saving you money on your home and car insurance, which is important too. So like I said before, head down to that link below and visit geico.com today. So what we did today was frozen custard, but it's also kind of a soft serve at the same time. Now, could you freeze it and scoop it? Of course you can. There's nothing wrong with that. I won't judge you at all because you still made it, and I'm still proud of you for that. Frozen custard and ice cream is very different, and I think that this recipe exudes the essence of what our frozen custard should be. It's not complicated, it's simple, it's rich, it's smooth, it's frozy custy. Yeah, that's the cute name that I thought of it, I don't know. Okay, so with all that said, if you enjoyed this video or you learned something, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Papa, I love you.